Hey, good morning, everybody. It's JR Express here, getting ready to go over an article with you, financial news relevant to our pockets. For those of you that want to get financially educated, get some information on this stuff, I'll be presenting articles, providing my opinion. Uh, so today we're going to talk about retirement, Generation X, which is people in my age, 41 to 56, I believe. Um, Generation X is staring down retirement and student loan debt. I can relate to this. A lot of friends of mine, my age and older, are starting to stare it down, but aren't really paying attention to it. They're just living their lives for the moment, and most of them have nice things, nice houses, and a couple of them that I've spoken to personally um, don't like talking about retirement, and the reason why they don't want to talk about it, they want to avoid it, is because they don't have anything in place to support it or to, that's going to support them, once we reach our golden years, which is going to come quick. So going into diving into the article, Generation X comes within shouting distance of retirement. Yep, 56, because you can start drawing Social Security at 60. And I've already discussed the age group. Student loans, believe it or not, are still haunting people my age, due to the interest rate that's plagued them for years. Student loans are like mortgages. Once you, depending on what university you go to, what interest rate they give you, how much debt is packed into one of those. It could take a long time for you to pay it off, because what happens is a lot of people will go to college. Once they graduate, what do? They get a job, they buy a new car, and buy a house. So that really sets you behind. A lot of people will say, I've known people personally, oh, I'm young, I got a job, I'm young, stable money coming in. I've seen it both in and outside of the military. It's all the same thing, oh, I'll be fine. Um, I got a steady stream of income coming in, I got a job, and I'll be able to just pay, just as long as I just pay the bill every month, pay the mortgage every month. But now these student loans are going to come back and haunt a lot of these people, especially since they got used to not paying the student loans, using that money and spending it on other things that really didn't provide any value, non-asset um, stuff. And now it's all just consumer debt, which has really set back a lot of people. Higher college costs, fewer pensions, meaning that college tuition just keeps increasing, and two pensions are almost pretty much non-existent. Only very few only a couple just a handful of companies provide pensions for their employees. Um, yeah, this has been going on since the '80s, believe it or not. And then I've known people too that had 401k accounts, and a lot of them for many years we're only contributing money, but the money hasn't really done anything because it sits in bonds or something like that within that 401k account, um, which provides very little interest. They missed out on a lot of years during the stock market rally. Granted, we had the 2020 event that brought the stock market down by 35% or so. But outside of that, since 2009, the stock market ruled, and myself even, I missed out on a lot of years on that. Um, but yeah, it's crazy out there, man. People are complaining left and right, don't realize that a lot of it had to do with, with us ourselves. It's not just outside. It's not the external forces that have, taken money out of our pockets. We're the ones that are managing the money, and spending it and driving it to wherever it needs to be. Um, Only 10% of Gen Xers have a balance of 82,000 in their 401ks. Yeah, it's and right now it's hard. Right now it's hard for people trying to catch up. Inflation, uh, everything's expensive. Investments aren't doing too well right now. Besides, maybe some treasury bonds and some high yield savings accounts with some banks right now. But outside of that, it's a very grindy market, and yeah, it's hard to have our money work for us right now. People have families. It just gets really difficult. It's gotten, and right now it's really hard to catch up right now. Mental health is an issue right now in our country. That's a concern. Many factors playing into that, especially financial factors, relationship factors, which are all intertwined. And having cloudy judgment, you don't want your mind to get cloggy, otherwise it's going to affect your performance. Either at work, how you think. Um, Anything that you do, if you try to do something positive in your life, you're not going to know where to start, how to do it, where to begin, just because of the of everything that's in your mind. You know, Letting these the external stuff outside of our control, letting it affect our mental health. So some people claim that they were using the money for retirement. Good for them. Not paying these student loans, but uh, now it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Kudos to you if you have been putting that money aside in investments. But if you've spent it all and these student loan payments start back up again, good luck to you. I hope the best for you. And yeah, just put some money to the side, folks. Put some money to the side, and get financially educated. Find some information. There's plenty of information. I got most of my information from just due diligence, researching. Spoke to a few people. Um, you know, I wouldn't call them mentors, but just people, acquaintances and whatnot that are smart with money, and they've been able to get some tips from them. But most of my financial literacy came from online, and yeah, I mean we'll see. Just do your best, do the best you can to improve, to make more money. You know, Maybe find another job that that you like. Find a part-time job. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, talk to you soon.